And tonight's 2022 Northeast Region Youth of the Year is Faith.
That is the moment that Faith Amusafe, a teenager from Lawrence, won the Boys and Girls Club of America Northeast Youth of the Year Award. She has been part of her local club since she was 7 years old and now has the opportunity to compete at the national level this fall. She told us part of her ambition to compete stems from one of her first memories at the club.
At our club, we have a wall of people who've made it this far, and ever since I was 7 years old, I stood at the side of the stairs and looked up at those pictures and wanted to be one of them.
Emotion running high for Lawrence teenager Faith Amusafe after she accepted the highly contested Boys and Girls Club of America Northeast Youth of the Year Award. It's the 75th anniversary of Youth of the Year, a leadership program during which one person is selected from a single club nationwide to serve as an ambassador for the boys and girls youth. Each year, thousands of teens in their local clubs participate in local, state, and regional Youth of the Year events. Ultimately, 6 are chosen, including 5 regional winners and a national military youth winner who advanced to the national competition, where one is named the Boys and Girls Club National Teen Spokesperson, serving more than 4.6 million youth served by clubs across the country. Faith Amusafe is the Northeast regional winner, and she shared what the competition process looks like.
From the Massachusetts title on, you use the same application that you had from the very beginning. Once you win the club local competition, you work with a mentor. My mentors were Jody Raineri and Steve Kelly, and they helped me to draft several essays that you had to send in for the competition. You gave in your transcript from high school, some recommendations from like the club staff, as well as staff from my high school. And there are a lot of speaking opportunities once you get into the competitions. You have to do an interview, recite a 3-minute speech from memory.
Faith told us she wants to study political science and eventually become a criminal law defense attorney.
What really interests me about political science, which is what I'm studying undergrad and eventually law, is the ability to craft arguments that help shape the lives of the people that you represent. I, for one, have been a strong advocate for justice when it comes to racial justice or helping those who may struggle with like gender expression, gender identity, and sexuality. Being able to help the injustices faced against these marginalized groups is probably my main focus going forward. So being a lawyer and being able to help these groups, and even groups of people who have been wrongfully accused of crimes or who would otherwise be charged more harshly than they would have naturally because of their identities, is something that speaks to me personally, which is why I want to go into law and eventually politics on a local level so that I can help the progress of this country as we face the problems that have been like placed in front of my generation through just kind of life in general.
Faith says she spent her first year at her club in the games room, only venturing out into other activities after a club director noticed how much she loved to dance and encouraged her to join a group dance activity. As a self-described shy young girl, she credits her club in Lawrence with shaping her into the person she is today.
This whole program has done more for me than I could have ever imagined. So thank all of you.
Faith tells us she's now preparing for the national competition in October. If she wins, she'll receive another $50,000 scholarship, a new car, and the opportunity to serve as a spokesperson for the Boys and Girls Clubs of America. Of course, we're wishing her the very best of luck in October. Paula, Ebben, WBZ News.